Hello, it's Michelle, the stamp broker, and I am back today with a layout for Stamp It Like It's Hot. And also, I think I'm going to combine this with the day 2 of Scraptember, which is hosted by the Scrappy Sisters and Lara Alberts. So, I have this photo of my daughter and me, and it was taken in 2016. I've never scrapbooked it, and so I'm going to use some of the leftovers from I think it's called Flower Shop from Close to My Heart, and I really only used a little bit of it. Let me show you. So today we're supposed to be stamping a background, and so random stamping is not really something I enjoy doing, but you can do so much with your stamps. And so I actually was inspired by something in my everyday life, and I hope this doesn't gross anyone out, but yes, my panty liner release tape, and this is the same pattern in a like the little plastic cover. So I'm going to throw this away because I realized the same pattern is here. So I did a search in my Evernote, and I found a flower that I thought would work. The flower in this is 6 petals. So I thought I would find one with 6 petals. And this D2119, which now as of yesterday it was still available. You can also get it with thin cuts. So the flower I picked was this. I've had this a year, and this is the first time for me to use this, sadly. I really got it for this kind of, what would you call that? I think it's kind of like a dahlia or a zinnia, but it reminded me of some of the flowers in my daughter's wedding, which I have not scrapbooked yet. But I digress. Okay, so I practiced some stamping on just a piece of scratch paper, and I had thought about coloring in random ones, but I think I'm going to leave it just the outline. Plus, I just don't like how it looks. So I'm going to be using some raspberry. I think raspberry is in this collection. Also flamingo. But the raspberry is also the color of this acrylic from Flower Shop. I know the M broke, and one of these little pieces may be part of it, but I thought you and me. And then I believe the sketch I am kind of inspired by is from Janet Madison from RTS Scrapbooking from a few months ago. So actually I did not, let's see, maybe I do have some scratch paper here. I need a 2x6, and these are not quite big enough. So I'm going to cut from here, and I'll be right back. I also forgot to get my stamp chamois wet, so I will be right back. Alright, so I am back. I've already seasoned the stamp, and let me just practice on here again. So just do a row, and I'll match up. I think what I might do is, let's see, perhaps draw a line, and of course I don't have a ruler. nearby. So it didn't have to be perfect. Just gonna draw one here very lightly. Kind of just give me just the faintest line. Just kind of give me, when I want to leave this over here so I can kind of refer to it. Here we go. Okay. And when I kind of stamp off the edge. Okay, let's see. Doesn't have to be perfect. And whoa, I am so sorry. So I'm sitting in a new setup, even more different than, let's see. I'm gonna zoom in so y'all can see what I'm doing. Even more different than my last video, because I have rearranged my room, and I'm sitting at a plastic, one of those folding tables, and my camera does not like it. Does not like it. Okay, so now you can see on the row next, it's gonna alternate, kind of like bricks. So let me get my head in here. It's gonna go out like that, and then I'll match up the petals here, and then just kind of follow the pattern. I don't think I could do this with a wooden mounted stamp. That would be so hard. Okay, let me just turn it around so I can do the next row. Okay, I'm going to speed this up, or I'll come back to you when I've got it. Okay, so you can see the pattern. It's not perfect. There's some spots where I didn't get enough ink on, but you know what? I think it looks great. This is a great way to use a tiny stamp, either from a larger collection like mine is, or even just a little tiny cheap stamp, right? I think it looks great. So when you can see the inspiration. I even had to go with pink. Okay. So, oh, and look, here was a ruler. I was looking for a ruler. Now I do work. So on my pattern paper, I purposely tried to stay away from any floral patterns because I didn't want it to compete with it. Although I did pick up this larger floral pattern, it's the smaller patterns that might have competed. So I think I will be using, I already had this gutted. This is raspberry and this is the lighter side. I'm going to use the lighter side of raspberry. I am going to take a piece of white cardstock and cut it down a bit. And let's see, now I want some 2x3, 2x6, 2x6. How wide is this? Let's see. So this wasn't quite 6 inches. So I believe the way Janet showed it, you can have like either 3 patterns that you use twice, or you could use I think I'll cut this first at 2, or you could have like 6 different patterns, that kind of thing. Cut this at 2, and then I'll have a nice border strip if I want to use it. Alright, then 6. And I've got 3 patterns. And then I wanted to pull in the stripe, I believe, or that. I'm not sure. Definitely want to pull in some yellow. There's not yellow in that pattern. But if I do this, those look good together. And then I just need one more pattern. So I could use the back side of this yellow is a green. Why not? All right, so what I'll do here is just cut a 2-inch strip here. I'm still getting used to this new trimmer. All right, and then I will cut it at 6, which is in half. And I have the yellow and the green. And then I'm going to do this one at 2 inches as well. There's the stripe. Or there's that, but I think the stripe. Okay, I'm gonna come back after kind of making some decisions. Okay, I just wanted to come back real quick and show you where I am. I've pulled out, I've kind of arranged my paper how I want it. I cut this white at 3/8 off 2 sides. So these strips are 6 inches long. I'll either trim them or overlap them. I'm not really concerned right now. My plan is to put this title on top of the blue. I feel like it'll show up really well. Now I've gone into my color drawers and I've tried to pull out some things. I have these crocheted flowers. Blue from Close to My Heart. This is cut out from a Project Life card, and that yellow matches really well. So I thought about maybe clustering it up here, or maybe kind of on the underneath this white bracket so the white bracket doesn't get lost on the white. I've got a couple of little journaling things. I've got a heart, some more hearts. I have this paper ribbon that matches the raspberry ink really well, and I thought about possibly running it here. I'm not for sure. Also, this doesn't match as well, but I feel like this paper ribbon matches this. What color is this? Capri? It's Capri. Let's see. Let me just look on the back side of a branding strip. Yes, it is Capri. I feel like it matches pretty well. I would bring some blue over here. And then I was going to mat this photo on some white and then probably several pattern papers. So, and I thought I had some flowers already cut out of raspberry, but I do not see them. So I'm going to have to dig some more for some, I'm thinking in my head I would put probably a embellishment cluster here and one here. So, let me come back. Okay, I am back. I went ahead and made some decisions and glued things down. Now, what did I not do? I did not end up using these little brackets. Brackets are hard for me. I wanted another yellow heart, but I didn't want to go cut one, so I found these yellow butterflies, and they're in my stash. And so were these brads, all of the brads, the stickers. So this Living the Sweet Life was actually off this sticker sheet. It's the only sticker I have taken off. Now, I could have used some of these yellow stickers. I could have used some of the blue. Another day. Another day. I like how it turned out. It's just a simple photo. I don't really like the journaling I did, but it's glued down with liquid glue, so I think I will live with it. I will end up covering up these 3 brad holes and call it good. Another layout done. Thank you for stopping by. I will see you in the next video.